So, hello student. Now, after this introduction, in the last video we have seen all the syllabus of this class 10th mathematics. All 7 units we discussed, and then total chapters also we discussed. And now this from second unit, chapter 3rd, that is pair of linear equation in 2 variables, we are going to start today. So before starting of this chapter 3rd, pair of linear equation in 2 variable, I just want to recall you the same topic which we have done in class 9. If you remember, in class 9 there was one chapter that is linear equation in 2 variables. That was of chapter 4. Chapter 4 was there in class 9, and then topic was there linear equation in 2 variable. This was there in class 9, if you have remember, right? I think you will remember this one, linear equation in 2 variable. This chapter in class 10, pair of linear equation in 2 variable, and 9th class linear equation in 2 variable. Basically both the chapters are interlinked. Same topic is there. There is one only difference is there, which is very clear from the topic. You can see, right here it is written linear equation in 2 variables. Here written pair of linear equation in 2 variables. Here single equation was there. Here pair of equations were there. Pair means 2 equations were there, right? So that difference we will try to discuss today. Now, first of all, I just want to give the reminding or the recalling of this 9th class topic one. What was there exactly in linear equation in 2 variable, not pair, only linear. I am talking about class 9th one. So that we are going to first recall. Okay. So if you remember, what was the general form of linear equation in 2 variables in class 9? Do you remember? What was the general form? Yes. That general form was there, ax plus by plus c equal to 0. If you have remember, this was the general form of linear equation in 2 variable in class 9. And in that, what was ABC? This A, B and C are real numbers. A, B, C are real numbers, and x and y are 2 variables. So when x or y 2 variables are there, that's why it's called 2 variables. It's 2 variables. Here linear, this linear word shows what? Linear we are saying because here x and y, both the variables are having power 1. Since both the variables are having power 1, that's why it is called linear. If suppose it would be 2 here or here 2, then in that case it will become quadratic equation because degree 2 will be there. But here degree 1 is there. That's why we can consider it is a linear equation because power 1 on variables, on x and y, right? And then 2 variables because x or y variable will be there. If suppose a single variable would be there, then it would be linear equation in 1 variable. But here since x and y 2 variables are there, that's why it is called linear equation in 2 variable. Some example we can say like x plus y equal to 5. This is one example of linear equation in 2 variable. X and y 2 variables are there. X or y having one power, that's why linear. 2 variable, equal sign is there in between, that's why it is called equation also. So this is the basic thing which we have done already in class 9, but the recalling always required. So then linear equation in 2 variable, these things we already covered in class 9, but I just want to give you recalling of that, right? Now, another thing, if you remember in class 9 we have done, each linear equation in 2 variable can be represented on graph. Or we can say each linear equation in 2 variables can give a line on the graph. How we can draw a line? Suppose this one example I am taking x plus y equal to 5. I am saying that each linear equation because one variable is there, 2 variable can give a line, straight line on the graph paper. How? This we have done already in 9th class, but I am just giving you a recalling of that. For that, if you remember, we were making this type of x and y one table we are making, and any one variable value we can put from our side, another variable value we will find, corresponding value of that. Suppose if I am putting here y equal to 1, if I am writing in place of in this first equation, then what will be the x value will come beta? That is 4 will come. So I can write here x equal to 4 and y equal to 1. Same way, if y equal to 2, if I'll write, then x equal to what will come? 3 will come. So I'll write here x equal to 3 and y equal to 2. Another any value, you can take any value, you have already done. If y equal to suppose 0, if I'll write y equal to 0 here, then x equal to what will come? That is 5. So these three coordinates we get here. These are the coordinates 4, 1, 3, 2, 5, 0. Three coordinates are there. These three coordinates easily we can draw on the graph paper. So I'm just roughly drawing this x-axis and y-axis. You people have already done this in live class. This is not tough task for you all, but then also for recalling is always required, right? So then 4, 1, I'm writing roughly here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So 4, 1, where am I? 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 is here. This is the 4, 1. 3, 2, where will? This is 3, 2. Now 5, 0, where will? 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exactly on this. If we join all the 3 points, what we'll get? We'll get a straight line. We'll get a straight line in which here coordinate will be 5, 0, here coordinate 4, 1, and here coordinate 3, 2, right? And this is a linear equation. This is a line from this linear equation in two variables. So this way, each linear equation of two variables can give a straight line on the graph paper. That is a main property of the linear equation in two variables, and we already covered this in class 9. So I think there is no problem up to here, because this is the reminder of the last topic, last year the same topic. Now we will move to the topic for the 10th class. Since it is very clear, here only one additional word is added, that is pair. Otherwise, linear equation in two variables is the common topic and old topic which we have covered in previous class. Here, new thing is added in class 10th, that is pair. Pair means what? Pair means two. Obviously, two will be there. So now the same type of linear equation will be there, but not single linear equation. Two equations will be there. Now we will get many situation in our daily life. We will see when the examples will be there, when the question will start. There are many problems in our life, like a situation we can say, in which we can find linear equations. Means the situation can be converted in the equation form. That is basically utility of this topic. What is the utility of this topic? When any situation will be there in which that situation can be converted in two variables. But then simultaneously in the same problem, two situations will be given there. So one situation will give one equation, another situation will give another equation, and with two situations we will find some conclusion. Okay, so that will be the utility of this complete chapter. Very important topic. Okay, so now pair of linear equation in two variable. What is a general form? First of all, we will discuss the general form. Okay. In single one equation, if you remember, it was there ax plus by plus c equal to 0 in class 9. When single equation will be there. When two equation means pair equations will be there, that time what will be the general equation? Same ax plus by plus c will be there, but this time 1, 1, 1 and equal to 0. a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. Same it is, but only 1 is there. And in the second equation, we will write 2b2y, a2x, b2y, c2 equal to 0. This is a pair of linear equation in two variables, general form. Right? Like in this example, we take like suppose x plus y equal to 5 or 2x minus y equal to 3. This type of pair of linear equation will get in this chapter in all the kind of problems, right? So x plus y equal to 5. This is one example. I am just giving you one equation in two variables. Second equation in same two variables x and y. So this complete combination of both the equation is called what? Pair of linear equation in two variables. This is a pair. Same way in general form, this is a pair of linear equation in two variables. We have first equation in general form, we can write a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, and second one is a2x, b2y and c2 equal to 0. Right. Now if you remember, in the last class, means in 9th class, when this equation was there, that time the condition was there, like a, b, c we have written are real number, and then this a and b both can't be 0. This condition also was there in 9th class. If you remember, this a and b both can't be 0. So that condition in mathematically form we could write this way: a square plus b square, addition of the a square and b square should not be equal to 0, because if these both will be 0, just try to get this point, if these both will be 0, then xy also will be 0. Then what will left? Only the c constant will be there. So only in constant presence, or x and y also will be 0, it will not be an equation of two variables, because variable will be removed then in that case. When variable will not be there, obviously this will not be considered as a linear equation in two variables. So this is the important condition. So here also what we can say, all these variables like a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, all are what? Real numbers. Right? And then same condition here, this a1 square plus b1 square is not equal to 0. a2 square plus b2 square is not equal to 0. That condition also will be added here. Okay, so this way we can we can say here that pair of linear equation in two variable general form will be there: a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. The combination of these two equations is called pair of linear equation in two variable. Understood? Now in this is the additional condition. Here these all a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2 are real numbers with this condition, as same was there in class 9. Okay, so this is called general form of a linear equation in two variable. Okay, so you can note down also this one. Otherwise, this all the things I will provide you in the notes, and then we will move forward for the same topic. Now, as we discussed in class 9, each linear equation can give a straight line on the graph paper. Like suppose x plus y equal to 5 was there. With that we have drawn right now one equation. This way one equation was there, and we have drawn one line. Remember, one coordinate was there 5, 0, one coordinate was there 4, 1, another coordinate 3, 2 were there. We right now before 2 minutes only we have drawn here one line. So this was the single line from this single equation. Now the very important thing started here. Now since it was a single equation, a single line, but here pair of linear equation is there. When pair of linear equation will be there, obviously two lines will be there on the graph paper. Obviously two lines will be there, because single equation will give single line. When pair equation will be there, then pair of lines will be there. When pair of line will be there on the same graph paper, then many different conditions will start. That seriously we have to discuss. So what condition will start in that case? See, it's a very common thing. If I suppose will ask to you, this is a graph paper and you just draw two lines on this graph paper, two lines. Then in how many ways you can draw two lines? What are the ways? Means maybe one line you can draw this way, another line you can draw this way. This is maybe the condition. Maybe this will intersect here or here or here, somewhere, any point, any common point will be there. Or maybe the second condition will be there, in which one equation, one line you can draw this way, and another line you can draw the parallel which is not intersecting each other. Maybe this is also the condition. And what will be the third condition? The third condition will be there in which one line will draw this way and another line neither intersecting nor parallel. This will give the third condition. Which third condition will be there? That condition, it will coincide to each other. It will coincide to each other. Coincide means exactly on each other. Getting? So whenever we will draw the pair of linear equation in two variable on the same graph paper, on same paper, it's not basically the typical maths concept. It's a very common thing. It's a very common thing if we will ask a child to draw two lines on single paper, then definitely that child can draw out of these three any one condition. Maybe the child will intersect two lines anywhere. Maybe child will draw the parallel line, it will never intersect. Or maybe the child will draw the line which is exactly on each other, neither parallel nor intersecting. Fourth condition is not possible. On same paper, condition is that on the same paper, not on the different paper, right? So when on same paper we are drawing the two lines, only these three conditions are possible. So what we can write for these conditions, this is very clear, intersecting lines. This is very clear, that is parallel lines, and this is what? Coincident line. So now beta I have to study in detail, like intersecting lines condition is what, and what all type of problems are there which will come in intersecting category, what all problems will be there which will come in parallel condition, which type of problem will come in coincident lines condition. So basically here the chapter properly now started, and now the first very important thing started here. When a pair of linear equation in two variable, we will draw the line on the graph paper, we will get three conditions. One condition is intersecting line, another condition is parallel line, and the third condition is coincident line. Is this clear? Okay, so these three conditions are there. Now one more thing is there, like whenever any pair of linear equation in two variables will be there, this equation, this type of equation, we always can represent in two ways. We can represent two ways. One way is algebraic form, another way is graphical form. Okay. Now, what is algebraic form? Algebraic means in which algebra will be used. Algebra means x and y, a, b, c, d means variables we are using, that is called algebra. And graphically means in which we can draw the graph. Okay. So like suppose one example which I have written you before 2 minutes, that x plus y equal to 5. This is basically is called algebraic form. This is called algebraic form because here I am using x and y variable. But when I draw the line for this equation, that is called graphical form. Okay. So every time this linear equation in two variable we can represent in two ways. One is algebraic form, one is graphical form. Same condition will apply on this given topic, that is pair of linear equation in two variables also can be represented by graphical method also and algebraic method also. So these three figures which I have drawn you, all these figures will come in which category? Graphical or algebraic. In which category it will come? It will come graphical because graph we are drawing now. Okay. Now the same condition, that is intersecting one or parallel one or the coincident lines one, we have to represent in the algebraic form. Graphical form is already there on the board in front of you. Okay. Now this I am just removing here, and then we will discuss now. This was the graphical method. When pair of equation we are drawing on the graph paper. Now the same pair of linear equation when we have to represent graphically the same condition, algebraically, not graphically, then what will be the method that we are going to discuss, the very important thing. So again I am writing the general form of a pair of linear equation like a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. This is suppose the first equation. and then second equation I am writing a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So this is first equation, that is the second equation. In general form I am writing. Okay. Now here these two are the combination of both the equation, what we call, that is pair of linear equation in two variables. What we are going to do here we are trying to represent these all equation, means that condition, parallel, intersecting and then a coincident one, we are trying to represent in a algebraic form. Graphical form already we have done. Now what we have to do, there are three conditions were there. First, intersecting condition we are going to discuss. Intersecting. In intersecting condition, what will happen means, suppose two equations are given there. This is the two equations are given on the general form. Now specific form also we will discuss. Now in general form, when two equations are given there, without drawing graph, how we can find like these two equations will give intersecting or parallel or coincident? That is the main question now. Got it? Now basically what problem is there with us, when two equations will be there or pair of equations will be there, then without drawing on the graph paper, how we can decide that these equations will show on the graph paper intersecting condition or parallel condition or coincident condition? For solving this problem, we are doing this method, algebraic one. So what we have to do in intersecting case, we have to compare this x coefficient of x coefficient of both the equation and y coefficient of both the equation. That means this a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 we have to simplify. We have to find the ratio between this a1 upon a2, means x coefficient of both the equation. Okay. Now y coefficient of both the equation. When we compare both the coefficients, and if these two are not equal, in that case we can decide, or we can determine, we can say that without drawing the graph paper, yes, if we draw the line of these two equations, it will give definitely the intersecting condition. Like suppose one example I am writing, that is 2x plus 3y equal to 5, or x plus 2y equal to suppose 6. An example I am writing. In that case, what is a1? A1 is 2. What is b1? B1 is 3. A2, 1. Here no coefficient is there, so 1. And then b2 is what? 2. If we will find a1 upon a2, that is 2 upon 1. If we find b1 upon b2, that is 3 upon 2. And if we will compare, it is definitely not equal. If it is not equal, we can decide here, we can guarantee here, if we will draw the graph of these two equations, it will definitely show the intersecting condition. Got it? So without graph also we can determine, we can show, we can reply yes, whether we can it will give intersecting or parallel or coincident. With the same condition, with the same way for parallel condition. In graph we have seen the two lines are gone in parallel ways. Now with the coefficients or with algebraically, how we can decide? If suppose we are finding a1 upon a2, and then we will find the b1 upon b2 as same for the intersecting one. If it would be not equal, then obviously we declared already the intersecting one. But by chance, if it will be equal, then definitely we will move to C1, C2. And suppose this is not equal. Got it? A1, A2, B1, B2, if it would be equal, definitely we got our answer here at this step only. But suppose if it is not equal, then we will proceed for C1, C2. And C1, C2 ratio become different somewhere. In that case, we will declare the lines for this equation definitely will show the parallel condition on the graph paper. For example, I am just giving you, like suppose 2x plus 3y equal to 5. First equation I am giving same. Okay. Second one, if I take 4x plus 6y equal to 7. If we will compare this a1 upon a2, what will come later? That is 2 by 4. Here what will come? 3 by 6. Okay. Then if you will see here, this will cancel 1 upon 2. This also will cancel 1 upon 2. This is equal. If it is equal, then we didn't get any reply. So we will forward to C1, C2. C1, C2 is 5 upon 7. Obviously, this 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2 is equal, but 5 upon 7 is not equal. Got it? First two are equal, A1, A2, A1 upon A2 and B1 upon B2, but C1, C2 is different. In that case, you will get this condition and we will declare yes, lines definitely will be parallel for these two linear equations of two variables. Another third condition for the coincident line. In this case, if A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2, A1 upon A2, B1, B2 equal, then only we will move for the C1, C2. If these two are not equal, then obviously we will get the answer here only. And then we will proceed for the C1, C2, and suppose this is also become equal. All three will be equal. A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2, C1, C2, all three are equal. In that case, what answer will come? In that case, definitely lines will be coincide to each other. For example, I am just giving for you all, that is 2x plus 3y equal to 5. Another equation, that is 4x plus 6y equal to 10. It is very easy. You can see that. Here when I want to make equal, then I have double both. 2 to the 4, 3 to the 6, but 5 and 7 are different. Here it is 2 to the 4, 3 to the 6. Here also I have double, 5 to the 10. It become ratio what? 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2. That is 2 upon 4. 3 by 6, 5 upon 10. If we simplify, what will come? What will come? That is 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2. So all three will be equal, getting this condition A1 upon A2 equal to B1 upon B2 equal to what? That is C1 upon C2. So in this case, we can take guarantee, we can assure, like yes, if we draw the graph of these two equations on the graph paper, it will definitely will give coincide each other because their coefficients are showing this condition. Getting? Same way, if parallel condition will be there, in that case, if this condition will be there, so we can declare yes, lines will be parallel. In this case, we will say yes, lines will be intersecting. Okay? So this way we can determine how pair of linear equation what type of relation will be there on the graph paper if we will draw through algebraically method. So there are basically how many methods? Two methods. One was graphically. In graphically method, directly we'll draw the graph as the same process we have done in 9th class. Two equations, two graph. When two lines will be there on the graph paper, automatically we can find the result whether it is intersecting, parallel or coincident. If question will ask sometime without drawing the graph, find the nature of the line on the graph paper, then we will use this condition. Okay. Once we will start the questions, then somewhere you will get more clear. So this is all the things were there. Now we will move for the next topic. Now we will find basically what are the how many methods are there for solving the pair of linear equation of two variables. So methods to solve the pair of linear equation in two variables. In short, I have written here, topic in detail already written, pair of linear equation in two variables, right? So there are here also there are two types of method. One is algebraic method, another is graphical method. So graphical method is very clear, as seeing the graph we were drawing, the graphical method can be used. Means if equations are given there and question will ask find the solution of these equations. Solution of these equations by graphically. So simply we have to draw the graph of both the equations. And if the lines will intersect, so whatever the intersecting point will be there, that will be the solution of the equation. In parallel case, solution will not come, and in coincident case, it will come infinite many solutions. That we'll discuss a bit later. And second is second condition will be there, that is algebraic method. Algebraic method. In algebraic method, there are three methods basically. One is substitution method. Okay. Another is elimination method. and third is cross multiplication method. Cross multiplication method. Okay, so in algebraic method there are three methods basically: substitution, elimination, cross multiplication. What are these all methods? That we'll discuss later in the next class. But here basically there are two methods for solving the pair of linear equation in two variable. That is, one is graphically method that can be solved by the graph, and then another is algebraic method, that is substitution method, elimination method, and cross multiplication method. So my dear student, in this video till here only. Now in the next video we will go in detail for these all methods, and few more things are left in the introduction of this chapter. It's a very vast chapter, very important chapter, and the weightage of the chapter is also high. So that's why we have started in the first class this one. So you just go through all these points from your NCERT book, and in the next class if you have any doubt, then you can WhatsApp me and we can discuss those all things. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.